Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back. I should have been recording in what's it called, horizontal, but I'm so new to this YouTube game, man. Bear with me, man. So, you know what? I think I'll just start the video all over again. This video, as you can see in the title, is gonna be about mental health in Los Angeles is atrocious. Mental health in LA is freaking through the floor. Like, it's not normal out here, bro. And you know, I'm from the UK, I'm from England, I'm from Manchester, up north in the UK, you know, right next to Liverpool. And I've been living in America now for 9 years. Okay, I moved out here when I was 15. I went to high school out here. I've really had the American experience. I live in the city of LA, like I said, of course. And yeah. And you know, let me start this off by saying, I remember in high school in England, there was a term that people used to use about people that refused to be themselves, right? And refused to actually authentically present themselves and allow the pieces to fall where they fall and allow people to like them who will naturally like them and vice versa who won't. And it was called a beg, a B-E-G, begging it, right? If you're from the UK, I'm pretty sure you'll know that term, especially if you're from Manchester. And like I said, this term meant people who were not being themselves for approval, trying to be liked. And you know, we could all sense it and tell it. And it encouraged people to actually be their 100% true selves, no filter, just who they actually were, right? And you know, if somebody was around you trying to act like they like the same thing as you, or trying to act like, you know, they were just like you, or whatever it was, that's the term that we would use, right? It's called a beg, a B-E-G. Stop begging it, bro. Be yourself, you know? And I remember in England, everybody, I remember, honestly had this sense of confidence, right? This quiet confidence, so not like this braggadocious type of confidence that people mistake for real, genuine, true confidence nowadays that I see everywhere, but the type of quiet confidence that said, I am who I am, right? You'll either take it or you'll leave it. You'll either accept me or you won't, right? And that, it raised everybody to kind of have, confidence, right? To say, yeah, I am who I am, and I'm supposed to be me, and whether people like it or not is not my problem, you know? And that's what I thought was normal, right? As a kid, I've been around the world, I've seen different places, I've been in different lands, you know, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Jordan, I've been to Greece, I've been to France, all these different type of things. And it was generally the same exact sort of way. Everywhere that I went, people had that mentality of, I am who I am and it's okay. I will be who I am and it will be okay, But when I came to LA, when I first came to LA, I moved to a place called the Valley, innit? The Valley is basically north of the actual city of Los Angeles. Some people consider it, the actual city of Los Angeles. I haven't lived in both parts. I really don't. And in LA, I've really noticed, man, how people are almost expected to not be themselves, right? I remember seeing this when I first went to high school out here, speaking to people, getting my new friend group and whatnot. And I remember how people would just not like each other, right? Even as little kids and that, like 15 to 18, people would not like each other, bro. But they would hide it. And there were all these little petty beefs, and people would be acting one way with one person and then acting another way with another person. And I'm not talking code switching, I'm talking like a whole transplant of personality. And it's like, whoa, this is new. And I remember thinking, like, bro, why are people like just not being themselves? And as a kid, I would speak to these people, just about how they feel and stuff. And a lot of people would be like, yeah, I'm not happy. even as like kids, juniors, freshmen, sophomores, seniors, they would all be like, yeah, I'm not happy, man. I hate this, my life's a joke and all these sort of statements. And I'm like, wow, like, I would never hear this from anybody from Manchester. And I was like, wow. And having moved into the city now, really amongst it, right? I'm pretty close to Hollywood. I'm pretty close to Beverly Hills, South Central. I'm really in the heart of it, man. I'm really out here. I was driving through North Hollywood the other day. You got next man just on the sidewalk, pooing on the floor. And it just kind of hit me when I saw that. I was like, the mental health in this place is absolutely through the ground, bro. Like, it's not normal out here. People out here, like I said, are not taught to be themselves. They're not like happy, bro. They're not like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like calm with who they really and truly are and stuff like that. And it goes to all levels, man. Like, you see in downtown LA, like all the madness that goes around there. I remember I parked my car there one night, going to a bar with some friends, and bro, like, some homeless don came, smashed up my window when I was in the bar, of course. I took some dusty headphones that I'd already broken, but he took them. And it's like, bro, that's meant to be like the heart of Los Angeles, like downtown LA. That's meant to be like a not a safe haven, obviously, but like the metropolitan sort of the heart, the middle, the center of Los Angeles. You got the Dodger Stadium just up north. But to me, downtown LA is a cesspit of crime, bro. Like, you got Skid Row right around there. And I know a lot of big cities are sort of like this, but I don't feel like LA needs to be like this. And it's like from the top to the bottom, from the rich to the poor. You got poor people who are just out here mentally ill, bugging. They got their delusions or whatnot all over the place. And then you've also got like the rich people too, who are just not happy, in life and that, like angry 24/7, even though like they're rich, got all the comforts in the world, because a lot of these sorts of rich people out here are not being themselves. They got all sorts of traumas and that. And it's like, bro, the mental health in this place is not okay. People out here, I've noticed it for a very long time, and I don't even feel like you need to be from this place to know what I'm saying, but people out here are not well, bro, in their head. I speak to a lot of people out here, I go to all corners of LA as well. I don't just go to the rich part or the poor part. I go to all different parts of LA. I literally live like central LA. You know what I'm saying? I can go to all parts whenever I want. My boy from England, I had a friend from England come down here recently, and he confirmed what I was seeing. Like, we went to a bar and we were talking, with some women about like, current events and whatnot. And because my boy disagreed with this girl on one little thing, she tripped out. It's like cussing him out, saying he's a this and he's a that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, my boy didn't say nothing crazy. He was just like, nah, I don't agree with that policy. Or not even that he don't agree, but he just wanted to discuss it. Do you know what I mean? And he got cussed out. I've been up to bars a lot of the time. Like, you'll be standing. I had one time, bro, I was standing at the bar and a girl was like trying to get around, but she's small, she couldn't really fit. And I said to her, like, yo, do you want to go around me? Not being rude, that's me trying to be polite. And the girl was like, she's about to cry. She went, I'm trying to go. Shut up. Shut the F up. I was like, you crazy. I ain't saying all on there. Obviously I let her go. I'm like, what the hell? Man, you crazy woman. But that's the sort of like mentalities that you'll see a lot in Los Angeles, man. So yeah, mental health in LA has got to improve, and mental health over America's got to improve, man, because I've lived in North Carolina too. Like, that's a whole different part of America, like rural part. I've lived out there. And I saw similar things. Nowhere near as bad as LA. But yeah, man. People need to be able to be themselves, be who they truly and freely are. Because it's not normal, man, feeling like you have to always put up some act to be liked by people and all this. That's why in England we talk like, don't be no beg. You don't stop begging it. Be yourself. Like, be who you really and truly are. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. It's not a little piece of, I don't know what that is, but yeah, man. Like, I hope to see it change one day, man, because I feel like LA could truly be like a haven of earth. You know, the city of angels, as it's called. But fam, like, with all the Hollywood stuff going on out here, all the Scientology stuff, people don't really talk about that much. If you drive around LA, you'll see all these Scientology signs everywhere. You'll see on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm a Scientologist. You got the Scientology headquarters, I think, right on Hollywood Boulevard. And there's this funny guy that goes there all the time, like chatting him, like screaming at him. It's pretty funny. But yeah, man. I do hope to see it change one day, man, because people out here should not be living like that, man. It's pretty sad to see, but it's another video from me, Wintro. I hope this video is in the right aspect ratio. I was trying to get it right. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, so yeah, man. I hope you guys are blessed and well, and I will finish with another Bible verse. I gotta go off head again because I don't have a Bible on me. Proverbs. I don't know the exact verse, but there's the verse in there about make wisdom your sister, right? Wisdom should be your sister. If you have wisdom, everything else will come to you. Just like King Solomon. What did King Solomon ask for? The richest man to ever live. What did he ask for? What was it? Did he ask for money? Did he ask for treasures? Did he ask for women? Did he ask for this? Did he ask for that? He asked God for wisdom. Give wisdom unto me and I will be fulfilled. And what did God give unto him? Wisdom. And what did Solomon do with that wisdom? He turned it into wealth. He turned it into power. He turned it into mostly righteousness. So, yeah, man. Make wisdom your sister. Ask God for wisdom today. Ask God ask God for system, I almost said. Ask God for wisdom right now. You know, you're listening to me, now you gotta listen to God. Ask him for wisdom, he will give unto you. So, hope you guys are blessed and well, and stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Wintro with the outro. Peace.